Hey everybody, welcome back to another reading. We got here 4 piles today for the question, what is my karma? We're going to be highlighting your past life and your new life. You know, a past life could just be things that happened earlier in your life when you were a certain way, and then your new life is how you're living now or how you will be living in the future. You know, how you'll be living after your change and probably for the rest of your life, right? So we have 4 piles here today. Pile 1 we have the black pen, pile 2 we have the pencil, pile 3 we have the blue pen, and pile 4 we have the black marker, alright? So pick a pile. I'll see you guys on the next one, alright? Bye. Hey there, pile 1. Those of you who chose this black pen, this is going to be your pile for your past life and your new life, alright? We're going to be seeing what your life used to be like, what your life is like now or in the future, and your possible karma, the karma that you've incurred on this journey, okay? This journey we call in the school of life. Okay, so pickapile.com, CHALICES.net, you know my information. Let's see what we got from my pile 1. Black pen. Let's see 5 cards for pile 1's old life or past life. Okay. Okay, we have the 2 of Wands, the King of Wands, the 4 of Swords, the 9 of Cups, the 10 of Cups. Alright, so pile 1, black pen. I was about to say marker. Pile 4 may resonate for you. I'm seeing you may be a fire or water sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But, you know, signs not, don't get too hung up on that. It's not that important. But I'm saying you could be a fire sign. Or your birthday could be in the months 2 or 4, February or April. I'm seeing something like that. Or September, October could be your month of birth. February. Okay, here's what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing in your past life or your old life, your past, you were someone of a very strong character, but you were very indecisive concerning a lot of things. I'm seeing you took yourself into account most of the time, but you had a nature to help people. You've always had this nature to help people. You're either helping someone or you're by yourself hanging out. I'm seeing you spent a lot of time alone in isolation in your life. You always seek for getting married. Like getting married was a big dream for you, but you stayed single most of your life. I'm seeing it's because maybe you've met a lot of people who are also indecisive like you. You were probably the more mature one in most of your relationships. I'm seeing that you secretly wanted union more than anything else. You wanted a partner. You wanted to have kids. That was like your biggest dream, but you were always falling short of that. And I'm seeing in your old life you may have abused a lot of substances, gotten involved with a lot of activities that never served your highest good, but you did it just to fill the void of not exactly getting what you want. You were lacking fulfillment in the relationship department, but that was the thing you always wanted, but that was the only thing that kept escaping you. So I'm seeing you may have you've had sexual relationships in the past with uncommittal people, or it could have been that you're very attractive, but maybe people just didn't trust you. Like they always think that you're doing something for yourself. You may be selfish. Maybe people got that energy off of you. But I'm seeing you're not a selfish person. I'm seeing you're someone from a very abundant background. You just maybe didn't have the guidance to pursue your decisions in the best way. If you would have had guidance in your life earlier, from an earlier time, maybe you could have prevented a lot of it. But I'm seeing that your emotional pitfalls is a big side of your strength, because you would seclude yourself and handle those burdens alone. You would never bring that to your workplace. You would never bring that to your team. You always kept a brave face on. You're very selfless leader. You're very headstrong. You're a leader type of person. I'm seeing you could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. A lot of people were in your life, maybe a lot of shallow friendships, but no one ever really got to your center. You see life for what it is when you're alone. You spend a lot of time thinking to yourself. Maybe you like to smoke a lot. Maybe I'm seeing heavily it's smoking. You spend most of your time smoking rather than drinking. But you could be doing both, or you could be just spending time alone from yourself to disconnect from the world, recharge your own batteries. So I'm seeing a lot of smoke. So maybe you're a smoker. I'm seeing your life really changed about 9 years ago. 9 to 10 years ago, it really changed. You must have had your darkest moment 9 to 10 years ago. It was a time where you started to challenge your heart space. You started to challenge your own emotions so that you could develop yourself. Okay? And the karma you may have faced for living a lifestyle like this, I'm seeing you may have lost a lot of finances on your journey. Maybe you come from abundance, but you squandered some of your abundance because you're more concerned with feeling better about what you didn't get in life. So you try to ignore what you didn't get. You're fulfilled in other areas of your life, but the bitterness came from unrequited love. That's what I'm seeing here, Palawan. Okay. So, let's see. What was the karma you faced for living a life like this? Let me see 2 more cards. For my pile 1. Knight of Wands. And the Tower upright. I'm seeing there may have been a major betrayal from a fire sign or Scorpio, something with that in their chart. Maybe some part of you, when you weren't feeling complete, you wanted to be partial with your love. You also experienced relationships that were partial. Maybe you were taking away from another source that required your love, and because of that, maybe connections that last kept evading you, because there were connections you had that maybe you didn't take care of, whether it be with your family, it could be with your coworkers, it could be some area of your life that has love in it. You were neglecting that area, and because of that, I'm seeing you may have dealt with a Gemini or fire sign that was very in and out of your life. I'm seeing you met someone you really feel like is the love of your life, but it seemed like this person moved away from you. They could have went with someone else. This was the karma you got for being impartial with your loyalties. I'm seeing someone then became disloyal to you. You're loyal to the people in your life, but the love that you seek, maybe you neglected someone who loved you in your past. So something that happened is a partner maybe played you. Someone cheated on you. That's what you have undergone in your life, and I'm seeing you may have paid that price already, or you could be paying that price today. Okay, let's see what your new life is like. The life after your old life. What great life are you living now, or what's your better life that you have? What better stuff is ahead for my pile 1? Let me see. What's their new life gonna be like? I'm seeing that your new life is going to be Pile 1. Your new life is going to, it's still going to be quite a roller coaster, because life is always going to be a roller coaster, but you're going to have supreme control over your emotions, and you're going to channel it into becoming productive at work. You are going to meet a very romantic partner who truly loves you. They may not be as expressive as you would have liked, but I'm seeing it could also be that person from the past. I'm seeing that it's a fire or water energy. I'm seeing that how things are going to be here for you, my pile 1. There may be someone going through a divorce to come to be with you. It could be that this person realized your power. People from your past are going to realize your power. Maybe people in your past thought that you're broke, or people in your past thought you're not going to be anything, you're not going to amount to anything. I'm seeing that you're going to become more successful than all the people that doubted you. I'm seeing you're not going to let your emotions hamper your success anymore. I'm seeing you're not going to let your heart space dictate your decisions when it comes to vain decisions. You're going to be clear in what you want, and the things that are around you are going to grow. Everything around you is going to grow. You still have some you may have some sadness when it comes to things you can't change, because from what I see is you're an empath. You're a very leader type person. Even if someone wronged you, you feel bad if they're not feeling good, like you would feel bad for them instead of hating them. You would feel bad for them. So there's going to be a lot of people in your life that you're going to realize you can't help, and that's still going to depress you some days. But what I'm seeing about you, your life is going to have a 180 from what people used to say about you. You stayed the same. In your power, you stayed the same. You may also have 2 partners in the future, 2 wives, or 2 husbands, I don't know. But it's going to be something good. Like, you're going to maintain that. Or you may get into a same-sex relationship, I don't know. But what I'm seeing is you're going to be with the partner you seek, truly and deeply. You're going to have a very intuitive love life. You and your partner are going to be connected. And your love is going to feel... Your love is going to make you feel like your past didn't exist. There are going to be times in your life where you're sad again, but it's mainly because of the people you tried to help and you couldn't help them. You might not heal from that. I'm getting. You may not heal from the people you could have helped, but you're going to realize that that's kind of their fault. They didn't take your help when you could have done. You're going to have a lot of spiritual gains in your life, and you're not going to be afraid of the future anymore, because you stood up for your decisions, and that's directly making your life better. The past still bothers you nowadays. I'm seeing you've already accomplished some of this that is in your new life. You have, but you're holding on to some sadness still, but it's because your perspectives are shifting actively. You're realizing who you can help and who you can't. I'm seeing that you've made the connection that your emotions are directly affecting your abundance. I'm seeing drug abuse heavy with this pile. It's like you just want to make sure like your mood is never affected. So I'm seeing that that may be something you always try to control. You will try to control your emotions from ever feeling negative, but I'm seeing you processing that is what's leading to your spiritual strength now, and you're going to live a very abundant life. I'm seeing that it could be everything you wanted is going to appear and is going to happen, but it's not going to happen all at once. It's going to be a lot of hard work, but I'm seeing you're putting that work in. It's a very beautiful life ahead for you, Pile 1, and thanks for joining me here today, okay? I'll see you guys on the next one. This has been your past life and your new life. I'll see you guys. Bye. Hey there, Pile 2. Those of you who chose this pencil, this is going to be your reading for your past and present life. I mean, your future life. Whatever we're going to see. The top is going to be your past life, and then the bottom is going to be your new life or your next life after facing your karma, whatever it goes on. Okay, so let's see. The past and future life of my Pile 2. Pencil pile. We have the Chariot, the Knight of Swords, the Queen of Wands, the Temperance, and the Page of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so I'm seeing you may be a Cancer, or a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sagittarius. Those are the signs I'm seeing. Okay, what I'm seeing about your old life is that you're someone that loves to rush into things. You may have a black or white vehicle, or you used to have that in the past. Your birth month could be in July or June. Okay, I'm seeing you're somebody who, in your old life, in your past, you're someone who had so many directions they could have went in. Someone who had a very promising future. But you're someone who got distracted along the way. You were someone who very much so was positive about life. You're very attractive. People find you very attractive. You get a lot of attention. When you walk in a room, all the eyes go on you. I'm seeing that you are someone who is a very balanced person. Very impulsive. You know, maybe you have said a lot of things in your life that you regret. I'm seeing most of your regrets have to do with decisions you made that were emotional. Maybe you chose an unsuccessful partner over a successful one, and you've paid for that. You were someone virtuous, but you made a reckless decision, maybe when it came to love or career, and you paid dearly for that. I'm seeing you may have dropped out of school at one point in your life, or were forced into a situation where you dropped out. But I'm seeing dropping out was not the downfall here. It was the fact that you also stopped progressing. You may have gotten infatuated with the fast life, and you decided to squander your resources. Maybe you didn't want to change. Maybe you committed to not wanting to change, and you thought that shortcuts would make you grow in life. I'm seeing that you weren't inherently a bad person. All you ever wanted for your life was to have a family, things to grow around you. You wanted to be appreciated for the value that you brought. You decided very early in your life that you don't want to be emotional. Maybe someone was rude to you. A lot of people have gotten on your bad side, and I'm seeing that this caused you to lose a lot of friends in your life. I'm seeing 7 friends. 7 different friends you lost. The deepest sadness you take on about your past is you feel like you're in the same place because of the decisions you made. Today you stand taller knowing that you know the right way to be in life today, but you're still paying for your past mistakes. When it came to ignoring your healing work, maybe you've lied to people in the past, you cheated them, you deceived them, you broke your promises, you're not reliable, you weren't reliable. You had good intentions somewhere in the past, but maybe you know the right thing to do, but you're kind of too lazy to do it. You know, I don't sugarcoat anything on this channel, okay? We get to the truth on this channel. So, trigger warning, okay? I know it's kind of late for that, but too bad. I'm just hoping that your future pile will be very nice, but I'm seeing the karma you paid for always juggling people, juggling options, is that you don't know which direction to go now in life. You spread yourself from socializing so much that you never got smarter. Like, when you socialize, you can exchange tiny bits of information. But what I'm seeing is you never spent enough time by yourself to learn how you learn. Instead, you always exchanged information, and you're kind of too proud to learn. So this ego thing you have is delaying your process from becoming truly educated. But I'm seeing you know that now, right? I'm not trying to shit on you. I'm just trying to tell you what the cards are saying. I'm seeing you took your time in learning. Maybe you're a late bloomer. Maybe you're someone who used to have issues with alcohol, but you do not anymore. You're a way more balanced and clear-headed individual now. And You want to focus on growing things. Okay, so let's see. These are your new life is going to be like this. Okay, what is the karma that Pile 2 faced to get to their newer life? I'm seeing you may have suffered financially when it came to a commitment you made with a fire or air sign. I'm seeing there could have been a connection that you lost because of infidelity. Someone was cheating. Maybe you always try to stay single in a relationship, so you lost a good partner that way. Or maybe someone is going through a lot of pain because of you, but I'm seeing your finances were hit and so were your relationships. I'm seeing that maybe you may have burned bridges with people who only try to help you, and that made you paid dearly with stability. Your stability was taken away from you, but I'm seeing now in your new life, your future, you will become someone who knows how to make decisions for themselves. You will become someone who is very successful at their career. You're not going to let other people's decisions overpower your decisions. You're going to be a very decisive person. I'm seeing you're going to, in the future, settle down with someone. Could be an earth sign or air sign or fire sign. Someone you're waiting to reach out to you. It's not over between you and this very abundant person. There's an abundant person in your life that may be far away from you right now. Maybe you miss them. It could be that you never see that person again. Or it could also be that you may fix things up with them. But right now I'm seeing that a situation you thought is over is not exactly over. I'm seeing you've been, in your new life, this could be your present or your future, right? You have now developed a higher spiritual grounding for yourself. You know was the right decision for your future and your life. And you're keeping that domain very separate from the world. I'm seeing you may have a change of job, or you may be leaving a union in the future. Could be a union with an air sign. You may be separating from that because it no longer serves you. Or it could be that you're headed to separation in your near future or the future. But I'm seeing you yourself will have a lot of money in your future. You'll be secure. You'll be safe. You'll know how to treat people better, like in a way where you don't step on their freedoms. You'll just know how to take care of people in a better way. I'm seeing the success that, yeah, you may have a successful relationship after a failed one. Maybe the current one was not so great, or you're single right now, but I'm seeing that in the future you'll have a better relationship. I'm seeing a newer job, a better job in your future. You're going to have a better career. It's not the one you're working at now. Maybe you feel like your coworkers are toxic right now. What do I need to know else for Pile 2? 7 of Wands reverse. Okay, you're going to develop a more emotionally vulnerable attitude because I'm seeing you're assessing the times that you told people off, and you're seeing when you were wrong in those times. I'm seeing that maybe you understood that your ignorant nature, like you had a very narrow-minded nature. It's like you didn't want to learn things about the world or about people. You kind of felt like a know-it-all. And I'm seeing that you're not like that anymore. You're someone who listens to their heart now. Someone who sees the truth of situations. You speak way less than you used to. You used to be very you used to be a loudmouth, you used to be impulsive when you speak, but now you're coming from a place of knowing and truly understanding people. I'm seeing when you're not going to get what you want out of a situation, you'd rather just now sit alone and fix it on your own. You're not petty about things you used to be petty about. Anyone who betrays you, you're just going to cut them off, and you're going to cut them off with the truth instead of manipulating them out of your life. You're going to cut them off with the truth instead. And I'm seeing you're going to be able to take care of your abundance. I'm seeing a very great relationship in your future. Something with that you may encounter generational wealth after the separation with someone. I'm seeing you're going to be more upbeat about yourself. Try to take control of any desires you have. You want it to curve into a better life. And I'm seeing you're going to be successful at doing so. There may be some negative energies around you still, but you're trying to work your way to get those out of your life, because you're desiring a higher level of emotional fulfillment. And I feel that your current relationship, people are very avoidant in it, so it's not bringing you satisfaction or clarity. So you're going to be ending a relationship that's going to start better luck in your life. You're going to be thinking clearer, and you're going to be cutting out people that are tarnishing your opportunities for success. So all in all, what I see is in your future, you're going to be someone who is very intelligent, who knows how to manage their life better without being impulsive. In your past, you may have been someone very reckless, but in your future, I'm seeing someone very grounded, very intelligent, very wealthy, and someone who is very honest about what they want out of situations before things get too stretched out. Alright, pile pencil, pile number 2, I love you. I'll see you guys on the next one, okay? Bye. Hey, pile 3, blue pen pile. This is going to be your reading for your past and future life. What are the differences between it? What was your karma along the way? We're going to see that today. Okay, aceofchalices.net, pickapile.com. Let's go, pile 3. What was their old life like and their new life like? Their karma between the two. The Star, King of Cups, King of Swords, 8 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords, 7 of Cups, 9 of Swords, Death, Judgment, the Tower. Okay, you could be an Aquarius, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Or a Gemini or a Libra. Okay, I'm seeing in your past, you come from a very broken home, it could be, or it could be a place of immense poverty. You decided one day that you don't want to stay broken anymore. You want to be someone who heals all those things wrong with your environment and everything. And for this reason, a long time ago, you concerned yourself with only money, only your craft or getting better, and love and heartbreak. All you seen everywhere was love and heartbreak. You always felt that way. You have a very I'm seeing in your past life, you had a very lack mindset. Maybe you relied on emotionally manipulating people, lying to people to always get what you want. But no matter what you did, even if you were to earn money to try to fill the void, you always ended up feeling heartbroken. Heartbreak is like the entirety of your past was heartbreak. And you decided a long time ago that you want to become someone rich because I don't know, I'm getting the vibe that you feel that that's going to cure your heartbreak. Or maybe you feel like only rich people find love or something. Or people with money find love. No one loves people who don't have money. I don't know, some weird stuff like this I'm seeing this. And I'm seeing all 10 cards are representing your past life. You have a lot of faith that things will get better, but sometimes you don't couple that with action. And I'm seeing that nowadays you see a lot of things going harshly in your life. Things may confuse you. You go back and forth from feeling relief and confusion, relief and anxiety. Your life is a big roller coaster, and You always gravitated towards manipulation to try to get what you want. Maybe you have a bad relationship with people who are older than you, your father or an older brother. I'm seeing both though. Like two male figures, they could be female, but they're masculine energies. Two masculine energies. Maybe you had a bad falling out with these two. Could be a water and air sign. But I'm seeing you're ignoring that, or you wanted to ignore that and just focus on studies, your work, something like that. And you always feel heartbroken for some reason. Lately, you may have been feeling that things are getting intense in your life. Every day is life or death for you. Could be like that, especially nowadays with the virus. I'm saying you may not be speaking to a fire sign or an earth sign. Okay. You're someone that always stresses out about the future. So, like, you want things to change and then you want to change. You don't want to change and then do something, you know? You want something to happen for you and then change. So I'm seeing your approach to life is like, how to say this? It's not proactive. You want to be reactive. You want to react to life, but life is actually reacting to you, right? So you're kind of doing it backwards. All right, let's see. What is my pile 3's karma for being that way? For being always in a lack mentality, wanting to take things from others instead of building it on your own. I'm seeing now you may be building it on your own, but that's not the way it is. Your love sector may suffer because of all the times you manipulate people. People are going to... You're going to get a lot of connections that are hot and heavy, but then they disappear. Like, people are not going to stay in your life for a long time. Your karma for cheating people and lying to them is that you're going to not have a long-term relationship until you correct the behavior. You're not going to have any long-term relationship until it's over with and you become more decisive about your passion. Maybe you're someone that never fully feels, so that you never have to invest in a person, so you block some emotion out. But because of that partiality, right? Because of that partiality, long-term connections are avoiding you. Okay, what's pile 3's new life going to be like if they take care of their karma? You're going to get intense connections, right? But it's going to be one day they're there, one day they're not kind of thing. What's pile 3's new life going to look like? I'm seeing your new life is going to be very different from your old life in the terms that you're going to really set out in the world. You're going to heal your inner child and learn about the world. You're going to travel the world. You may get rid of someone who is burdening your finances in your life, and you're going to adopt a better emotional health from processing your abandonment issues. Once I'm seeing you process your abandonment, your life is going to start picking up. Things are going to start growing. You're going to ditch that victim mentality, and then as soon as you do that, you're going to see everything in your life become more beautiful. That's what I'm seeing for you, pile 3. I'm seeing you're going to travel the world and acquire a lot of knowledge. You're going to teach people how to not be poor. You're going to teach people out of poverty. You're going to teach people what you've learned on this journey and how to grow their empires. You're going to be a teacher. You may be one already. You're someone who always had faith in God. No matter how dark your life got, or no matter how messed up your life got, you always had faith in God that, you know, one day is going to be better. One day is going to be better. It's going to be better. You never change God also didn't give up on you. You keep wondering, okay, when this happens, then I'll change. You're gonna avoid that kind of behavior, and you're also gonna avoid people like that, because you're going to unlock the key to true abundance, true wealth, and unfortunately, it's going to be after some tragedies. You know, after some tragedies, you're gonna get enlightened to the fact that no, I have to change my behavior. Then life will change, or it could be from this reading. You know, you never know. I'm seeing you're already feeling that. You're out of your head about it. Maybe this reading helped you understand where your blockage is coming from. And it's coming from this selfish nature that you think life owes you something for your suffering. We're all here suffering on earth. Why does life owe you something for your suffering? No, life gives you an opportunity to use your suffering. That's what you've learned. I'm probably sure knew that already subconsciously, but you never want to admit it. Well, this is confirmation for that. All right, pile 3? So I'm seeing in your new life, you're going to have that riches you always wanted. You're going to have it. You're going to have that relationship you always wanted if you correct this behavior. You're going to have a higher knowledge and understanding of education and how to help people change, because change is what you always struggled with in your life. You don't want to change the parts that make you you, but the thing is, you don't owe those parts loyalty. It's not feeding your life. It's pushing abundance away. So then you have to change. Change is what will bring it back, will bring what you seek closer to you. But this stubbornness in changing is because you think that you know the system. You think that you outsmart nature. Well, you don't. The proof that you don't is that your life wasn't changing. That is the proof. If your life is changing, you're doing the right thing. If your life is the same and you're not happy about it, then that's hell, right? So I'm saying you're going to make it out of this hell. This turmoil of up one day, down another day. Up one day, down another day. Your emotions are going to be more secure. Your wealth is going to be more secure. What you touch, everything you get involved with is going to grow. But it's not going to happen if you still feel like a victim. If you still feel victimized by, oh, the world did this, God did this, my girlfriend did this. If you keep thinking like this, you're never going to open up to the possibility that you got to use your suffering instead of feeling abused by your suffering. Does that make sense? Alright, I hope this really helped. You're going to have a bright future ahead of you, but there's a lot of darkness and doubts that you need to take care of. I really enjoyed doing this reading for you, and I hope you really go far in life. It looks like you will. As long as you listen. Alright, Pile 3, I love you. Take care. Bye. Hey, Pile 4, those of you who chose the marker. This is going to be your past life and your future life type reading. Let's just get into it, okay? The first 5 cards are going to be about your past life. Then I'm going to draw some cards for the karma between your past life and your future life. Okay? Please remember, it's a general reading. You don't have to take anything that doesn't resonate, but it's going to be reading, okay? So let's see. Trigger warning, these readings can get pretty intense. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. If I see a message, I'm going to say it. Okay, so let's see what's going on with my pile 4. Those of you who chose the marker. One more. By the way, those of you who chose pile 4, there was like something that happened in pile 1, so pile 1 can also be your pile, okay? Alright, pile 4. I'm seeing you're a very intellectual person. You could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or a fire sign. I'm seeing heavy fire, heavy air. I'm seeing you're someone who, in your past, used to be very uncommittal. Like, maybe you would give 80%, but you'd never give 100%. Like, you were someone that never wanted to give 100% because you never wanted to get, you never wanted to feel bad for investing. You never wanted to make bad investments, but I'm seeing that because of that lackadaisical approach, you may have missed a lot of opportunities in your life. I'm seeing you've learned from that a lot, though. In your past, you may have had a lot of hookups, but you're someone who, the reason you stay that way is because you're somebody that doesn't like to let go of things. Everything affects you. I'm seeing emotions affect you a lot. Bad decisions always come from when you get emotional, but you still can't change that part of who you are. You feel like it's not genuine to change that side of who you are. And I'm seeing that you had a lot of things you learned from in life. Not many things can change your mind about life because you're constantly engaging in philosophy about it. You want to learn more about it. You're always trying to get more out of life, and because of that, you approach it with this childlike curiosity that always keeps you content. You don't let life bog you down, even though a lot of things bother you and you can't let things go. Like, a lot of people have hurt you in your past, and that's why you try to stay a little partial so that no one can ever consume you fully. But I'm seeing because of that, you may have had a lot of. You may be the kind of person that hangs out a lot. You like to hang out, and you like to use your money on that in that way. You like to enjoy yourself. You may like to go drinking, partying, or you may have a lot of friends who weren't exactly loyal to you, but you hung out with them anyway because you wanted to pass some time, or you didn't know any better way to use your time. You didn't use your time investing in yourself. You just used your time in enjoying yourself. You're someone who still thinks about the past a lot. You're someone who you maybe weren't health conscious before, but now you're starting to be. And I'm seeing you have grown in a way. Your experiences led you to a point where you're no longer going to make emotional decisions for your life. Like, you don't want lame options to distract you from your future anymore. Okay, Mr. Marker, Mrs. Marker. Now let's see here what we got. What is Pile 4's karma for living life this way? What happened to them on the way to becoming who they are today? Okay, what I'm seeing is your karma was that you weren't able to make decisions that took your life forward for a long period of time because you kept things broken. Maybe it was because you didn't want to take initiative in fixing it, or maybe it's because you didn't want to speak to people, but I'm seeing you've paid for your silence. Maybe you always came across situations where you wanted to please people, you didn't want people to feel bad or have a negative opinion about you, so you would stay silent. I'm seeing because of that, you cheated yourself out of genuine friendships, like deeper level connections, because you were too busy concerned with the parts of you that weren't healed. So you also became selfish in a way. Like, you wanted to see what you could get out of situations rather than put yourself and your life on the line, put your trust on the line, put your investments on the line. And I'm seeing the karma you paid for that is that you cheated yourself out of a higher education. Maybe you could have learned a lot from the connections you weren't, but you were avoidant. You were very isolated. Maybe you kind of became socially awkward because of it. I'm seeing the karma you paid for it is that you spent extra time suffering in your life, all because you didn't want to admit you were suffering. So, because you didn't want to open up about it, I'm seeing you kind of even push people away who try to get close to you. You did that because you were trying to defend yourself, but you delayed your own healing. But I'm seeing you came across, like, you come across more educated now. I'm seeing your other karma was that you lacked stability also for a long period of your life because you lacked the stability to be fully independent for a long period of time in your life because maybe you were spread out too much. You didn't take certain opportunities serious when you knew they were serious. This relaxed approach delayed your life, like your professional life, by a lot. I'm seeing by possibly 10 years. All of these dead ends, though, fueled you to change your life in some shape or form. Okay, let's see. What is Pile 3's future like? Their future life. After dealing with this karma or facing their karma, what is their future life going to be like? Pile 4. If I said Pile 3, then maybe Pile 3 may also be your pile. Check that out. Eight of Pentacles try to come out. Could be very fortunate. What the hell, man? Pile 4's new life. Okay, pile 4. Okay, I'm seeing you may be someone who's going to be in the public eye. I'm seeing you're going to have a higher level of intuition and spiritual properties in your future, but I'm seeing you're going to be someone with a lot of different options, a lot of different things you could do. Uh, People may try to pursue you a lot, but I'm seeing you're going to have stability. There may be people that are going to try to plot against you and your stability in your new life because people are going to be confused. They're going to see you, you're going to be bright and famous. I'm seeing because you're going to be famous because you're someone very educated. You like to learn about life and the world and about people. And you have this attitude about you that you're always fresh. You always have fresh ideas. You always got fresh moves. You always got a curiosity that helps you become wiser. But here's the thing. There may be a lot of people, I'm seeing 6 to 8 people that knew you from the past and they don't want to see you prosper, but they're going to have their eyes on your success and you're going to get a lot of evil eye for that, like a lot of hate, because people don't want to see you in your position. You may be someone who is going to be dealing with a lot of jealousy in your life because people are going to see your abundance and act like you don't deserve it. But I'm seeing that that's not going to affect your heart space. You're going to be someone, you're going to become a queen one day, a queen, a king. You're going to have a real soul connection with somebody in the future. I'm seeing it could be someone you already know, but you may not be with them right now. There's someone you may have in mind that you want to marry because you have a real soul connection with them. But you may be in some separation right now. I'm seeing you may get together with them in the future. I'm seeing that there's the people from your past that always doubted you, always thought that you're not going to be anything. They're going to be jealous of your success and they're going to try to actively cause you loss. And that might stress you out sometimes in the future, but I'm seeing you're going to have a life that no one can take away from you. You're going to be financially secure, romantically secure, even though it may not look like that right now. I'm seeing that in your future, and I'm seeing that you're always going to have this mentality where life is giving to you. So you're not going to feel like you're losing something. But people are going to hate that. Like, you're going to have a lot of jealous people around you in the future. I'm seeing you're going to become a celebrity that is known for their public speaking. You're going to be in speaking. I'm seeing some job like that. People are going to love and be jealous of how smart you are. You're very intellectual and influential. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of haters around you, though. They're going to be staring at you. You're going to be in your car driving. They're going to stare at you, give you a mean look. Or they're going to look at your car, then look away because they can't handle to look because they're so jealous. You're someone who used to squander your time and love, but you're not going to have to squander either in your future because you know the value of it. After being deprived of it for so long, you have the value of it. You know the value of it. So you're going to know how to protect your life. And the blessings are just going to keep piling up because after a whole past of choosing insecurity, you will achieve security. And you're learning it step by step. This is your life now. I'm feeling like this is your life now. This is your active life now. This is your life in the past. But this is your life actively now. There's a lot of people giving you shit for how much you've been through, and no one wants to give you fucking credit for it. Well, guess what? No one is going to have to, because you will be your credit. I'm seeing you may be an entrepreneur in the future, or as of right now, you're probably an entrepreneur right now. So guys, check pile 1 if this resonated with you, because pile 1 and pile 4 are kind of linked. I hope this helps you guys out a lot. You're going to be very successful. You're going to have a beautiful wife and a beautiful home life. I know you may not actually believe that right now. You may be in your emotions right now, but things are coming out, okay? I need you to be strong and tell me about it, alright? So, I love you guys. See you on the next one. Bye.